All right, welcome to Frank Teaches DevOps. Okay, in this I call it a Friday teaser. All right, Friday teaser. So in this Friday teaser, I shall be describing how to build a Java-based application, which is a Spring Boot. All right, to build and test the application using JUnit for testing, building the application using Maven, and testing the application using JUnit, and writing a report based on the test cases. All right. So, like I said, I we're going to be building the application using Maven, and we also going to be testing the application using JUnit, and this is just Java inbuilt test tool, which is JUnit. Then we also need to generate reports from the test case, from the test being tested. All right, from the application being tested, we are going to generate a report using Jacoco. Okay, then this is just my flow is between my flow is between Jenkins and GitHub. All right, Jenkins and GitHub. So on GitHub, I have a Spring Boot application. I'm going to show us the application. I also have a Jenkins file where I define my pipeline stages and steps. I also have a Pom.xml file where um, where the file that is needed for me to build my Java application. All right, so that's my Pom.xml file. Then on the Jenkins side, I will be doing two things. Two things. One is installing Maven the Maven plugin, and also installing the Jacoco plugin on the Jenkins. All right, so let's hop onto my GitHub and see what we need to do. Okay, so this is my GitHub um, account. All right, where I have my application, my Java application. Okay, so all of these are not needed. So the only files that are important here is my pom.xml file and my source file. And one more file is the Jenkins file, which I have to create from scratch. So you have the opportunity of seeing how you write a Jenkins script from scratch and integrating all of the build phases and the testing phase. Okay, so yeah, so let me show us the application. However, I have not written this application. I pulled this application from Siddharth. There's a guy called Siddharth repository. Okay, so I have not written this application. A Java developer must have written this application, but I want to build on what he has written. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to be writing my Jenkins file. All right. Then before I go into Jenkins file, let me explain the pom.xml file. So the pom.xml file comes like this. All right, very very basic pom.xml file. So the only thing I have added for the reporting part is the Jacoco plugin for Maven. All right, Jacoco plugin. So to get that, you can go to Google and search for Jacoco Maven plugin. Post is called post test integration. All right, Jacoco. Let's see unit and integration. So just go on Google and search for the code specifically for Maven. This is something very close, something very close. All right, but it's not including the reporting part. The reporting part is not there. All right, let me check for something else. Jacopo. Mhm. Okay, so that's this is just it. All right, this where's that part? Something like this, something close. Okay, but the reporting part is not there. The reporting part is not there. It's not there. It's not there. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So this is what you just get it. You can just let me change this search. Jacoco Maven plugin. Maven plugin. Yeah. Jacoco Maven plugin. Let's check Jacoco Maven plugin. No, this is not what I want. Something. Yeah, very close. Yes. So close. So close. Let me check one more. Generates. Great, great. All right. So this is where I got my code from. Okay. So this is similar to what I have on this place. Okay. Is similar to what I have on this place. So that's it. So I included that in my pom.xml file because I will be using um, Jacoco Jacoco for the reporting. It's a kind of a web-based reporting tool. Okay, Jacoco. All right. So that's it. That's it about the pom.xml file. Now let's go back. So now is time to create my Jenkins file. So go to add file, create file. So Jenkins, the J has to be capital. So I'm using declarative style of declarative pipeline. All right. So there's script pipeline. There's also declarative. So I'm using declarative. Okay. So in declarative we have pipeline defined this way. All right. Then say agent any. Then we say stages open brace. Then we call the first stage. The first stage is my build stage. So my build stage actually will build the what's it called, the Maven application. All right, sorry, the Java application. So steps. So steps will be um, very simple. Maven. I'm using Maven. Maven clean package. All right. Maven clean package. All right. I'm using one of the life cycles, and yeah, package. Maven clean package. Then skip skip text is true. All right. This stage is just to build the build the build what's it called, build the application, Java application using Maven without actually using the Maven test at this stage. All right, so I'm skipping testing at this stage. Okay, and after building, what do I want to do? I need to archive what Maven has built for me, so I need to archive it. So I'll use my archive artifacts. Okay, artifact. Archive artifact. Where am I going to save my artifact? I'm going to save it under the target folder. All right, target directory. So target slash is going to be anything, any name, could be any name dot jar. So that's where I'm going to save my application, my built application, which comes in the dot jar format. Okay, so I'm through with this stage. I'm actually through with this stage. So the next stage now is the testing stage. All right. So I'm going to say stage testing testing. Okay. So that's the testing stage. So what am I going to do in this stage? Steps. So in here, I'm just going to use my simple Maven test. All right, to test the application. Then that's it. So this will only just test the application. Okay. After testing, what do I need after testing? So the next phase is called post. All right. Post testing. What comes post testing? The thing that comes post testing is my reporting. All right. So I need to at this stage I need to define my reporting. So for this step is, yeah, through with this step. Close it. Close the step. Then come down and say post. Post always. Then what am I doing? I'm using JUnit, all right? Mind you, after I'm using JUnit, but I'm using JUnit, all right? J J JUnit, okay? And then target slash surefire report. Surefire report. So surefire report is all right. So the JUnit is the unit test framework on Java, and the surefire reports is used for generating um, the unit test based results reports using the HTML format in HTML format. All right. So yeah, so this should be anything dot XML. It could be in any format, but we want our reports. We want the Shopify to generate our report in the XML format. All right, we can use this Shopify to generate reports in any format, be it HTML, be it XML, be it CSV, be it any format you want it. All right, but in this tutorials we are using the XML format. Okay, so close that. And the next thing that comes is Java, which is Jacoco, Java code coverage. All right, so we shall be also using Java code coverage for generating our report as well. All right, I did not mention something. Okay, I did, which we have to install a plugin on the Jenkins side. All right. So let's see before we go ahead writing the statements for Jacoco to implement. Let's see how the Jacoco is being used in the pipeline, in the Jenkins pipeline. So I'll go to my um, Jenkins dashboard, and I'll click on Manage Jenkins, and I'll click on Manage Plugins. So I've already added this Jacoco plugin in my environment. So Jacoco. So this is the plugin. So I just click on this plugin. It should take us to the official document for Jacoco and how to implement it on in a pipeline, in a Jenkins pipeline. So let's see how to build um, Maven clean package, validate, blah, 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 blah. Where have they used? Where have they used this? Mm, where have they used? Let's go to the top. Uh, Plugin source code is hosted on GitHub. Let's check GitHub. Um, Let me see. Plugin source code. How is it being used? How are you being used? Exec pattern. Where are you? Um, it's not here. Okay, all right. Let's just go ahead. Okay, but we should say something. We're supposed to say something on how the plugin is being used in the pipeline. Okay, so this is how it is being used. So exec pattern, all right, double column, space, target forward slash jacoco dot exec. Okay, so this is what is going to happen after this test. Post, what happens next? All right, so I'll close my post. Then I need to close the stage. That stage has been closed. Then finally, I need to close the stages, and I will close the pipeline. So that's all. So this is all we need to do um, in here in our Jenkins file. Okay, so The pipeline agent stages. This is the build stage. In the build stage, I'm using my Maven clean package for building the Spring Boot application. I'm also archiving the built application to this directory targets with any name.jar. Then for the testing phase, I'm using my Maven test to test the application. Then what happens after testing, which is post, I'm using my JUnit, which is the Java framework unit testing to actually generate use it along with surefire report to generate a report in .xml format. Then finally, I'm also using Jacoco as well to also generate the report on the in on GUI. All right, with a fine looking graphical user interface. So this is all I need to do. So all I need to do, I just click on commit this new file to save it. So that is it. So that is it. So if we go back to the architecture, we've seen that on the Jenkins part, sorry, on the GitHub part, we've seen the Spring Boot application. We've also seen the Jenkins file. We've also looked at the Pom.xml file. So let's on the Jenkins part, we've seen how we integrated the Jacoco plugin, and the same thing is we already have the Maven plugin already installed. So let's go and create a pipeline for this purpose. All right. So go back to your Jenkins dashboard, click on new item. Let's say let's call it demo demo test. All right. Or can say demo Java test. Then click on pipeline and say okay. Okay, so just click on the pipeline tab. So go directly to pipeline. So the pipeline definition, I'm not using pipeline script. Pipeline script means you may have to define your pipeline inside of your script inside of Jenkins. So this is not what we want because we've already defined our Jenkins file on our GitHub repository. So what I will be doing, I will be pulling I'm pulling the Jenkins file from my source control, which is GitHub. So the source control in this sense is Git, then it's asking for the repository URL. So my Git, and for this branch, demo Java, come here, SSH copy. In your case, you can use HTTPS if you don't have your SSH key already integrated in your Jenkins environment. For my case, I've already integrated what's it called? I've integrated my SSH key. All right, I've synced my SSH key, my Jenkins with my GitHub already using SSH. So here's my credential. So my credential is this. Oh, sorry, Linux SSH. This error should go off any moment. Yeah, it has authenticated. Okay, and which branch am I building? I am building this branch. I'm building demo Java. So I'm oh sorry, go away from here. I'm building demo Java. So I'm building demo Java. So that's the branch I am building. Then there is my script file. My script file is included is the name of my script file is Jenkins file. All right. So that's all. That's all you need to do. So you click on apply, and click on what save. So next thing you click on what build now. Click on build now, which should build this application and then test the application and generate reports based on the test cases. All right. So it's pulling from GitHub, declarative checkouts SCM is pulling, is now building. If everything goes fine, we should have all green. We should have all green. We should have all green. Okay, build phase was successful, and everything became successful. All right, so great. So let's click on this the build number. click on the build number, go to console output. Let's see what and what did they do. Running Jenkins, blah 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 blah. Okay, all right. So it's using this target Jacoco.exec. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's look at the test. This is the test phase. This is where it was testing the entire application. All right. Spring Boots. Okay. So these are the outputs. Okay. The build was successful. Test run three, failure zero, skipped, blah 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 blah. All right, I see. Okay. All right, great. So finally, success. Okay, so now let's see the reports. Let's see reports. When you click on the build number, it opens another window. So in this window, we can see Jacoco reports. So this is Jacoco report itself. So you can click on test results. So if you click on test results, it should take us to yeah. So okay, this is the package. Click on the package. This is the package it built. This is the package name. So this is the application um, container. So in the application, we have three different test name. All right, saying that greater than 50 message, blah 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 blah. All right, let's open each one of these. Okay, let's go back. I need to show us the reports. I need to show us coverage reports. All right, test result. That this is the test result. Then the coverage reports. Here's the coverage report from Jacoco itself. All right, Jacoco coverage reports. All right. So all right. So the package name is this. So if we drill inward, you can see on each of the application, numeric controller. So you have tests run on each of these applications. All right, so if you see this side, you see that looks like red, it means that there was no much test written test there was no much test covered for that part of the the code. So it's giving us that red, and green means test to complete test covered. All right, complete test covered, total test covered. So you can see for this we have 100% total test covered. So yeah, so the bottom line is just on how to show us how we can test our application, our Java-based application, using Maven, and also generating a report from the test case with the help of Jenkins. Doing all of that using Jenkins. And thank you. This will be the end of our Friday teaser on testing your Java application, building and testing your Java application using Maven, JUnit, and Jacoco. Jacoco is an acronym for Java Code Coverage. All right. So thank you guys, thank you everyone, and see you in my next Friday teaser.